I cannot tell you how many of you guys have been messaging me to review the new Lovers fragrance from Fragrance du Bois. So that is exactly what we're going to be doing today. I'm going to give you guys my thoughts on the new launch, Lovers, which is a part of the Lovers collection from Fragrance du Bois. Give you the rundown, tell you about the note breakdown, tell you if I think it's worth it, etc, etc. So I am really excited for this video, and I knew about this launch for a few months now, and I was so excited for it because I don't mean this in like a bad way, but I feel like Fragrance du Bois are kind of getting back to their roots with launches like Lovers. This really feels like Fragrance du Bois' DNA, and I am very excited about this launch. So I thought as well I would review Secret, Tryst and Cavort, which are the other two fragrances a part of the Lovers collection. I thought I would review all three in this video so that you guys have a complete understanding of the collection, and if you wanted to hear my thoughts on them. This video is in collaboration with Fragrance du Bois, but all opinions are my own. I am allowed to tell you guys my honest thoughts on each fragrance. So yeah, let's get into it. I will not keep you guys waiting, and I will review Lovers first. Quick side note, I love that they changed the box and made it red. Like, look at how spectacular that is. Like, Valentine's Day next year, oh yes. I'm gonna go ahead and read the notes, and I will also put them on the screen for you guys. So in Lovers, you have saffron, rose, patchouli, ginger, passion fruit, I love that, cashmere wood, cedar wood, jasmine, bergamot, plum, sandalwood, and vetiver. So what do I get from Lovers? Now, like I said, I don't know why I feel this way, but I feel that this launch really feels like Fragrance du Bois are getting back to their roots. And again, I don't mean that in a negative way. I just mean that it really feels like a Fragrance du Bois fragrance. Lovers was created by Shadi Samra, who also lives in Dubai, and I have met him many times, and he is such an amazing perfumer, and he did such a great job with this scent. What I personally get from Lovers is a very dry, spicy, slightly smoky, slightly sour, punchy rose scent. I feel like the passion fruit kind of brings a kick and a little bit of a tart sourness to the scent, but it's very smooth. There is a beautiful saffron note which brings a slightly smoky and little bit of a leathery touch to the fragrance. The rose is front and center in here, and there is also a very dry feeling overall. It's very well blended, very smooth, very luxurious smelling. Like, this really smells luxurious, and actually it reminds me quite a lot of Dubai. Anytime I smell a fragrance that contains rose and saffron, I immediately associate it to Dubai, because those type of fragrances are very popular here, and people love that type of scent in Dubai and in the Middle East in general, rose and saffron and oud, etc. But Lovers is done in a very elegant way, very classy and very smooth. It doesn't feel too heavy, too thick. You might assume from the note breakdown that this is a very intense, very heady, very strong, overwhelming scent, but I'm telling you guys, it's been perfectly balanced out. There is something a little bit fresh, a little bit smoky, very dry. The passion fruit brings that kind of sour tartness that is fantastic in here. The rose is so beautifully done. I've worn this scent around 4 times, and every time I wore it, I got incredible longevity and projection from Lovers. On my skin, it lasts around 8 hours with a really beautiful projection. And let me tell you something as well about this scent. I don't know why, but I got so many compliments while I was wearing it, mostly from Pierre. Like, he couldn't stop telling me how good I smelled when I was wearing this. This feels like a Fragrance du Bois fragrance. It's classy, it's refined, it's beautiful. It has something really captivating about the scent. I don't know what it is, but there is something really beautiful and opulent and captivating about Lovers, and I really recommend that you try it. If you like your rose fragrances and you like saffron, you like a little bit of oud perhaps, you must try Lovers. I think it is fantastic. I do feel like this is a perfectly unisex rose fragrance to wear because of that saffron note. Saffron note brings something a little bit masculine. That's why I think that this fragrance would work equally as well on a man and a woman. So just because it's rose and you're a man watching this video, don't think that you cannot try it. You absolutely can, because saffron adds that little bit of something smoky, a little bit leathery, a little bit dark, that I feel like men would really appreciate about the scent. So I am super impressed with this launch from Fragrance Du Bois. I think it is fantastic, and I think that a lot of you guys will resonate with the scent. So Lovers from Fragrance Du Bois, that is my hot take on it. I actually smelled another fragrance that they're planning to launch in the coming months, and that one as well is fantastic. Let's move on to Cavort. Now, I have seen this fragrance doing the rounds on social media, on TikTok, on Instagram, on YouTube. I know that this fragrance has quite a big fan base, and I've never spoken about it, I don't think. So I really want to give you guys my thoughts on Cavort. So in Cavort, you do have a slightly similar note breakdown to Lovers, but when I smelled them and tested them side by side, I find them personally to be very, very different, although they have a slightly similar scent profile. So Cavort has jasmine, rose, sandalwood, saffron, frankincense, patchouli, cinnamon, orange blossom, geranium, labdanum, davana, and ylang ylang. So in Cavort, you do have the rose and the saffron like in Lovers, but it feels more rounded out. There is some labdanum in here, there is some cinnamon, which I do pick up a little bit of cinnamon in here. Overall, it does as well smell a little more sweet and ambery, whereas Lovers is more dry and smoky. So Cavort has that blend of rose and jasmine with the saffron, but it also has a beautiful creaminess, a bit of a sweetness, and it is just gorgeous, you guys, like absolutely gorgeous. And if you guys were wondering whether I think that there is a need to own both, totally, like absolutely, because although they do have some of the notes in common, they really do smell different. So I would recommend that you guys maybe get a discovery set and test which one you prefer, because they both have something really, really special about them. Cavort definitely has something a little more sweet, a little more rounded, a bit more creamy, whereas Lovers definitely takes a more smokier route, a more dry kind of spicy route, and it's just gorgeous. The longevity of Cavort is fantastic. Again, I get around 8 hours or so, maybe 7-8 hours of really good wear with Cavort, and a nice minimal projection. So fantastic fragrance. I totally see why people love this one. It is a gorgeous blend of the rose and jasmine with a bit of a smokiness, a bit of a sweetness, a little bit of a spice, some creaminess. It's just beautiful. So very, very elegant as well. It kind of gives me the same vibe as Lovers. It feels opulent, it feels refined, it feels very elegant, and I think it is fantastic. And finally, we have Secret Tryst. Secret Tryst immediately caught my attention when it first launched because of the notes. I'm gonna go ahead and read them for you guys, but spoiler, I absolutely love this. I have spoken about it a few times on my channel. Once again, Secret Tryst contains rose and saffron, jasmine, bergamot, vetiver, labdanum, patchouli, vanilla, cardamom, frankincense, and cedarwood. I have to say though, I don't really get the rose and saffron vibe here. This fragrance is all about amber. This is a very balsamic, warm, resinous, cocooning amber scent that I feel like a lot of men would resonate with the scent. Although myself, I do love to wear Secret Tryst, I think that more men would appreciate this fragrance because it has such a strong character. You have the labdanum, you have some patchouli, it feels very warm, very cocooning, very balsamic, very grounded in general. Pierre has worn this a few times, and each time that he wore it, I gave him a compliment. He loves anything with amber and patchouli. He's sold. It's like me with tropical florals. Pierre is like that with amber patchouli fragrances. So he loves this one, and whenever he wears it, I give him a compliment, which doesn't mean that I think that it's masculine. I still wear this scent and I absolutely love it, but I do think that men might appreciate this one more. Super balsamic and warm and sweet, and woody, and it's just very, very sexy. This one also performs super well on the skin. On my skin, I get around 8 to 10 hours of really good wear with a nice projection. This one is fantastic, and I totally recommend all of you guys to try it, especially if you're a fan of things like Grand Soir from Maison Francis Kurkdjian and Ombre Sultan from Serge Lutens. You might love Secret Tryst. So that is my little overview of the Lovers collection. Let me know. That is my little overview of the Lovers collection from Fragrance Du Bois. Let me know, guys, have you tried the new launch Lovers, and what do you think of the collection? Because I don't really know which one is my favorite. So guys, I have to give a little shout out to Minuit Demi, my fragrance in collaboration with Fragrance Du Bois, because I just love it so, so, so much. The most beautiful, perfect gourmand fragrance in my eyes. And also I wanted to mention something. I will be doing my first ever Minuit Demi event later in the year in London. So if any of you guys are based in London, let me know, because I'm going to be organizing an event there with Fragrance Du Bois for Minuit Demi, and I am so excited about it. It will be my first ever time traveling to the UK, so I just cannot wait, and I'm so happy to be doing an event there. So let me know if you live there or if you could attend, but it will be much later in the year, but I am so excited about that as well. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it, and don't forget, if you guys wanted to try any of the Fragrance Du Bois fragrances, they offer some amazing discovery sets on their website. I always recommend a discovery set or a sample set or something, because niche fragrances are super expensive, so make sure that you get a discovery set first. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you very soon. Bye bye.